Hello and a very warm welcome. Zandvoort practice one reaction as Lewis Hamilton, away from home, gets P1. Surprising. Max will have been gutted that he didn't end up fastest. First of all, it was great to see the Dutch crowd and great to be back at Zandvoort. I have a feeling I'm going to be well supported this weekend with Zandvoort. Already the preview and track guide done amazing. But practice one will be an action-packed session, but it was massively interrupted with a red flag for Sebastian Vettel and an engine failure. And it took so long to move the car due to not being able to touch the car due to the electronics. Live electric, you can't touch the car, you got to wear them like marigold gloves. So big crowd. Coming into the weekend, Kimi retires. A strange decision made by Zandvoort that they have banned the orange flares. Now, I'm disappointed by that news. I think that adds to the atmosphere. Like 70,000 Dutch fans, the orange flare. I love that, so I'm disappointed by that. 2 minutes into the session, Yuki Tsunoda has a spin. And then we see the red flag for Sebastian Vettel and his engine failure. And it was a delay of over 30 minutes. And then right at the end of the session, we saw action-packed drivers doing laps. And we also saw Lando Norris and Esteban Ocon nearly collide. And Norris went through the gravel trap. Hamilton fastest. Vettel engine failure causes huge delay. Star of the session, I'm going to give it Lewis Hamilton. Coming to his title rival's backyard and sticking it P1. Yeah, happy with that. So P1 Hamilton, great start to the weekend. Impressive. P2 Max, he will deep down be gutted to not get P1. I mean, what a story that would have been, Max P1 in practice one. Then come the Ferraris. Now our Ferrari dark horses this weekend, we got Carlos Sainz, we got Charles Leclerc. P5, Valtteri Bottas. Demeanour all over the place as he knows he will be an Alfa Romeo driver. He's lost his Mercedes seat. P6, Fernando Alonso. Then comes Ocon. Very impressive. 8th, Giovinazzi. Decent session by the Italian. Then comes Lance Stroll. P9. Looked very quick at times in that session, Lance. P10, Pierre Gasly. Had a little race with Valtteri Bottas down the main straight. P11, Norris almost collided with Ocon. Went through the gravel trap. P12, Nicholas Latifi. Good session. P13, and the man who is retiring, Kimi Räikkönen. 14th, Daniel Ricciardo. 15th, George Russell. 16th, Sergio Perez. Mazepin. Mick Schumacher. Sebastian Vettel, what a horrible way to start the weekend. Dreadful. I mean, not his fault. Literally straight away. First practice session. 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the session, his engine goes bang. Misses the whole session. Had trouble spraying the right fire extinguisher on the car. Just a disaster. 20th and last, Yuki Tsunoda. Had a spin. Yeah. So there we have it, Zandvoort practice one reaction as Lewis Hamilton, fastest, and Vettel causes a huge delay to the session. Join me later on for practice 2, practice 3 tomorrow, quali, the race, and driver ratings. Great to be back at Zandvoort. I mean, I had no idea, that Zandvoort, literally a beach, is right next to it. I had no idea. It's amazing. It is amazing for the sport. There's one reason why we've come back to Holland, and that is Max. He's bringing the crowd in. He's bringing Holland back on the market to Formula 1. It's all due to Max, because he's the best driver that Holland and the Netherlands has ever produced. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Looks like a good battle between Mercedes Red Bull, just as we want it. But Hamilton fastest on away soil. Get in there, Lewis. Hopefully we see that continue. Join me for practice 2 later. Adios. Thanks for the support.